Okay, it's been a while since I've done these, and actually, just probably a confession to make. This is not the first time I'm recording this video, but I am quite intent on doing this today because I've got quite a few things in my mind that I just need to bring out, and I've been trying to find a medium to do this in, and I haven't quite found one that works well for me yet. What I want to be doing is just share, being able to just give everything that's on my mind of the day and just give it out there. I'm not looking to edit it or make something, monetize it or a show right now. I don't have the time or the headspace for that. I've got too many other projects going on, so I'm going to carve out a small period of my time to give this. This is very close to my podcast, but my podcast is still a little bit scripted at this point, and I want to find a place where I can be unscripted, where I can just talk about the things that are interesting and just go around in circles, come to any conclusions that the video comes to. This is like the third time I'm actually recording this, which is against really what I want to do, so I'm really starting off not on the right foot, but my phone has been playing up, not enough storage, then the app's not working. So here I am. Both videos, I ended up speaking about completely different things, and I just want to get something through. So I don't know where I'm going to end up on this video, but this is the point of it. This is for anyone who likes to listen to my take on things and likes to hear how I envision the future. This is kind of a little bit of a replacement of the one-on-one conversations that I have with people, because I find myself repeating a lot, and this is why I ended up doing content sharing. It's not just for the educating or the education, it's because I have these conversations time in and time out, constantly, that I just wanted a place where I could just put it and just share it, and anyone that wanted to listen has one central place to come to. I went to podcasts because videos were taking a lot of time to convey one small idea, and podcasts where I can share 5-10 ideas, and this is what we do. But the podcasts are also still scripted at this point. I'm still trying to figure out that kind of medium that works best for me, and I've got so many ideas to share, and there's so much on that list to get through that I'm kind of following that right now. This video over here is literally me carving out 10 minutes in the day to shoot, and I'm not going to spend time in editing or pushing it out or doing anything like that. If this grows organically, great. If not, this is just where I'm pushing things out, and I am going to start highly recommending people to come and watch these videos who want my take on things. I'm not going to stop that one-on-one conversations. I love those. But this is where things are going to also, it's going to be like my mind dump. So that's a little bit of a introduction to what this is. You will find a lot I'll be predicting the future on. I'll be talking about concepts that I really enjoy, projects I've worked on, ideas that I'm interested in the future. We'll be talking about news and everything, but again, it's not scripted. I'm not coming here with something that I need to talk about. Besides what I need to give over for the day, right? There's not going to... anyways, so I hope I made that clear. And if you enjoy that kind of things, please come back, watch these videos, and engage, comment, and I would love to hear your feedback. If it's not what you're looking for and you want bite-sized tweets or bite-sized guides to be able to tell you exactly what to do and how to think, this is not going to be for you. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say on that matter. So the first one we started going into like compatibility and stuff with like dating apps and like this new app that I found. And then the second time I recorded this, I went into more of the history of computers and things like that. And I think I got into that from the podcast. So I actually do want to start this off with the podcast because even though I have so many things to share with you, the podcast is one of my newest babies, and I want to share that. The podcast came about after more than a decade working in this field and thinking that very, very soon we'll come to a point where I don't have to explain what augmented reality is. It's just going to be one of the things. And it's interesting because artificial intelligence got there before augmented reality, and I didn't think that would happen. I thought that we were still far away enough of artificial intelligence that it would be one of those things that I would have to explain and like go into. But we did have that moment in November, and it's obviously building into a crescendo. But we're at the point that like every other person knows what ChatGPT is. Now, this is not what AI is going to perfectly look like in the future, but it's definitely, these generated models, these LLMs, have become so crazy in what they can do that I think they've inspired everybody, and they've done the job of like I don't really need to even educate or explain. Like, these are things that were hours-long conversations even a year ago, and there were concepts and ideas that I would spend a lot of times trying to explain in the background, but now I could sum all of them up into like, oh, ChatGPT for this, which is kind of like, remember like Uber for X, or people explaining these ideas and they could like summarize it up, and then that became a cliche. Well, ChatGPT is that cliche now. But I for one am super excited what it can do. I'm not going to negate the negatives from it, but I'm not going to get into that right now because that can get super dark, and it also gets really deep. And another time we'll get into that rabbit hole. I think the first time I can remember getting to this rabbit hole properly was about when I was like 14. And suffice to say that after like, there was like a 2-week period that I could not trust reality. I didn't believe in reality. And that's a story for another time. But we're at a very interesting point. I, for one, am super excited about it because of what it's going to allow us to build and create. We're no longer in this path where we're trying to learn programs. I mean, you still have to learn how to prompt and work with ChatGPT and all these generative models, whether it's to text, whether it's like the large language models text and getting ideas out of it, or it's text to images, or text to audio, or whatever, text to video. We still have to learn kind of how to use it, but no longer are we fighting with the tools and having to learn platforms to create things. Now we are in a world where we're kind of getting to the journey a little bit quicker. Now, some people think it's a hack, but I think it's an absolute blessing for creatives and people that are looking to build things, and for a lot more of us. And wow, so many things are just coming up. I want to start talking about this idea of like losing jobs to it, but I don't want to go into negativity right now. But I'm excited in what that can do. Now, for me, I've had this side effect that over the last couple of months, it has opened up so many doorways, and my brain is just buzzing with ideas, which is why this kind of video has been necessary, and why the podcast was necessary, why I finally started it after kind of stopping myself from doing it for quite a while. There was just too much bubbling up in my head that I needed to bring out to the world, and I needed to share. And this video is that, but unscripted, because right now my podcasts are coming out once every 2 weeks, once a fortnight. We don't say bi-weekly because for those of you who actually know, it has two meanings, which is very confusing. Bi-weekly means once every 2 weeks, or 2 times a week, which is utterly confusing, doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I use the term fortnight. For you Americans that get confused with why I use it, that's the reason. Because, anyways, the point is, what were we? Oh, okay. I'm literally filled up to here. Like, there's so many exciting things to share and so many things to do that there's not enough hours in the day to cram all this in. And it's just phenomenal. It's a crazy time to be alive. Honestly, prophecies are being fulfilled. I know I probably spooked a bunch of you over there. I don't find myself very spiritual, and that's one of my flaws. But really, I think that we're at a crazy time. And it's not that it's just started now. Like, this has been building up for over 100 years, nearly 200 years. But like, it's reaching a crescendo. And the wave is not. It's actually, it's not really the crescendo, because the wave is not even going to tip soon. It's like there's so many things to bring out. This is the overflowing of a podcast just takes too long to bring things out. Stories, posts, all those things are too small, condensed. I know this platform is for very formal things or working things, but this video, this format, I'm going to be making as just like a mind dump. I'm going to leave this video here. It was very much an introduction. I wanted to speak about quite a few things today, and I might follow it up with another video because there's so much happening, but I'm going to limit the videos to 10 minutes. So so I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll see if I do another one today or if I wait for it tomorrow.